Take two. Taking two. We're live from Rythmia and the wind is blowing. What is happening here today? Let's see. Let's see. Ingredients. No one is watching yet. There, now we got some viewers. Kenneth is here, bringing a coffee for Kenneth.
Coffee for me
and hydration for me. Okay, so I was just live 2 seconds ago, and all of a sudden Facebook started telling me to rotate my phone, and then everything froze and I couldn't do anything. So we're live for a second time. Round 2. We're live 2.0. I'm going to hand this over to the lovely Kenneth. Oh, I did it wrong. Did I do it right? No, you can turn it around. There we go. Goodness, is this my first day? Have I never done this before? No, we have been doing this for over 2 years now. I don't know why this is so difficult. How is the sound? I hope the wind isn't picking up too much. Wind noise is the worst. So maybe what you could do, Kenneth, is hold the phone at the end where the microphone is, just like that. Shield some of that. In the meantime, I'm going to call you guys up on Rythmia as you're hopping on here. Please, if you're joining us, let us know where you're watching from. What part of the world are you visiting from? I'm going to go ahead and delete the last one that I listed because it was not worth anything, so I'm going to delete it. Even though I had Lisa saying hello from the Poconos and Sandy was watching from Houston, hopefully you guys are here with me again. I'm just going to delete that first one. Get rid of that. Doesn't exist. And now we're live on again. Alright, so we're back. We're live for real. Gave you a little sneak peek at the ingredients, but you guys know what we're making, I just realized, because I said so in the description here. So, welcome. There's a lot of preamble for nothing. How's the internet connection?
Good.
Look good?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm calling it up. Yep, here it is. Here we are. We got people watching. Awesome. My mom's watching. Hello, Mom. Hello, Meg Pearson. A lot of other people hopping on here. See, you can hear the wind, eh? Gray's watching from San Antonio. Okay, I'm going to try to talk really loud. The audio sounds really quiet.
No, the audio is good.
The audio is good? Okay, guys, let me know where you're watching from. Let me know if the audio is okay. If there's too much wind, I'm sorry. I need to get a microphone for this. All right. We're here. It is Sunday. If anyone follows me on other Instagram and other social media channels, you may have seen the craziness that was my Saturday yesterday. My little girl had a bit of a medical emergency. It's nothing like dire. But she had this thing growing on the side of her head, and it exploded in the night Friday night, and there was blood everywhere. It was a regular bloodbath. It looked like, I'm not even kidding, it looked like a murder scene. Kenneth has currently got his other phone to his ear checking the audio. So what she had was, I'm going to look up the name here, my pediatrician sent it to me. It was called a pyogenic granuloma. And it was absolutely terrifying to wake up to, like, my little girl screaming, and then we went to her room. Tina saying hello, and it was just a mess. So we ended up having to bring her in for blood work to find out she was slightly anemic, but not anything that needed to be treated because of her blood loss, and then have some surgery to remove this growth on her head and do a biopsy and all that good stuff. But she's totally fine. Everything is great, and we are great. I'm a little bit out of sorts because this is my first time dealing with something like that as a mother, as a new mom, as a first-time mom. Woo! Heart attack station, my friends. Johnny Gregg saying, hey from Northern Ireland. See you again soon. Oh, good, Johnny. Renee Dunkley is watching. Hello, Renee. Nice to see you. Again, seeing you over the internet. When are we going to actually hang out in person? Lady, you need to come meet my daughter. Tina says the volume is a little low today. Yeah. And I think that might be because of the wind and the excess noise, so I apologize. Julie's watching from Ontario, Canada. So Kenneth will just stay nice and close. I'm not using any equipment today, so you're not going to have to deal with loud blenders or anything. So why don't we talk about what we're actually here to talk about? What are we here to talk about? Life. We're just waxing poetic about life, but we're also here to make a burger. And we're going to make a burger that I made for dinner last night, and it was awesome. How did it? The audio's okay? Extreme close-up is what we've got going on here right now. It is so windy. I'm gonna have to get a microphone. Renee says, "Oh, bless little Kobe. Glad she's okay, and I know I need to meet in person." Yeah. Liz is saying, "Hey, very beautiful art on you. Excited to see what this will be. I'm in Minnesota. My body arts. Thank you. These are mostly all made in Costa Rica pieces of body art. We're making burgers, and these were delicious. I made them for dinner last night. They're easy peasy. I don't have any equipment here today. You do need an oven, or oven is highly recommended, or a frying pan. I'm not going to show you the cooking process because we all know how ovens work. We're going to talk about the ingredients." Hi, Justin. Welcome. Good to see you. What else do we want to talk about? It's February, the month of love. Lots going on here at Rythmia. We are actually, this week is very exciting at Rythmia because our amazing guest speaker is none other than Mr. Jerry Powell. We are doing his second annual, because he did it last year, Truthnomics week. So Jerry's going to be talking all about his amazing creation techniques for living the life that you love and desire. Very different from manifesting. It's about taking actionable steps and really believing and living like you have what you want. And it's awesome. I sat in on all of his classes when he taught this last year. I'm going to sit in again this week. So Jerry's our guest speaker, so that's very exciting. Next week, I think we have Parashakti joining us again, who is the creator of the Dance of Liberation. Good friend of Rythmia's. We now teach. We have the Dance of Liberation here Friday afternoon. So excited to have her here this week. And we have Giovanni coming to do the ice bath goodness, the Wim Hof method, and awesome breathing techniques the week after that. So we've got an amazing month ahead. I think we're pretty booked up for the coming month, but there's still space in the months after that. I know Tights is coming back in March, right? So really, if you're interested, call the 1-866 number that I posted in the topics here. Diane says, "Hi from Toronto, or more accurately, Newmarket." I know where Newmarket is. I'll be back at Rythmia in July when Giovanni is back. Yeah, Giovanni comes 3 times a year, so he's awesome. Sean is saying, "Good afternoon. This sounds so yummy," says Diane. Yeah, what sounds so yummy? The food, the burger that I'm supposed to be making, instead of just talking to y'all. So let's get to it, shall we? Okay, so this is an eggplant burger. When I first started doing this recipe, sorry about the wind again, guys, it's so loud. I used to do eggplant rice, but we've since mixed it up and we're doing eggplant and quinoa today. So what I had to do today for prep, and by I mean Kenneth and my amazing team, and I did this yesterday, was roast an eggplant. And I normally like to use a whole eggplant, but we're just going to use half an eggplant today. Because I'm not really all about measuring, as you know, if you've been watching these videos from very far. So what is this? It's going to be about 1.5 cups, 2 cups of roasted eggplant. And all you need to do to roast an eggplant, whether you're doing it in half or whole, is take the eggplant and pierce it on the outside with a bunch of, like a fork, make a little bit of holes, and you can throw the whole thing into the oven and roast it at 425 for like anywhere from 35 minutes to an hour. Just until the skin starts to wrinkle up like this and collapse in on itself. There'll probably be some juices coming out, and then you're going to have the perfect texture. So you can see that it's nice and mushy. This is a great way to prepare your eggplant for baba ganoush, another awesome eggplant recipe, which is a dip with tahini and lemon and garlic. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to gently scrape, not so gently. I'm scraping the inside of my eggplant into the bowl here, and so just into a big mixing bowl. I'm not even going to use a food processor today, just because we don't want to use it, and we want to keep this texture pretty, what's the word, coarse. Because if we were to put this all in a food processor, it would become a big, juicy, runny mess, and it would never form a burger. So imagine that this is a whole eggplant. If you're going to do it at home, I would suggest using a whole medium eggplant, but don't stress too much about it. A little bit of the skin gets in there, no biggie. Just making sure I've got all the bits. So I've got that's probably about a cup of eggplant. Ideally you want about 2 cups, but we're just going to roll with it here today. Got some new comments coming up here. Just giving my hands a rinse. Let's see what the people have to say. Jacques is watching, saying, "Oh, Meg is live." Yes, I am. Liz says, "Looks like such a beautiful day and place to cook outdoors. We have sun today in Minnesota for the first time in about a month. Definitely worth celebrating. Already excited." Oh, yeah. That's a good trick with eggplant, right? It is a beautiful day. It's always a beautiful day here. It's never not summer here in Costa Rica. Even in our winter, it's summer. This breeze is awesome. It's not great for the audio for the Facebook Live, but it is so good because it is quite warm, but the breeze just cuts that and it's making it really lovely. And I like to encourage the winds because they are the winds of change, and that's what people are going to do at Rythmia, is to make drastic change in their life. So the winds are an awesome, awesome sidekick for us. Talking makes my mouth dry. So we got our eggplant in there. Cool? Now we're gonna add some quinoa, and I've already gone ahead and we've got this cooked. I always talk about this, batch cooking on the Sunday. I like to cook a ton of quinoa. Right now at home I have a jar of pre-cooked red quinoa that we cooked this weekend that I'll be using. Last night we sprinkled it over a salad. We also used it in the eggplant burgers. It's great sprinkled in the soup to give a little extra nutrition and protein. Just really good to keep quinoa on hand, and it's good for like 5 days in the fridge, or you can freeze it. I wouldn't recommend using frozen pre-cooked grains just because typically when they defrost, they have excess water in them, and then they make your burger a little bit too runny. But pre-cooked quinoa, and I'm going to add in just about a good cup's worth. Yeah? Perfect. Then I'm going to get in there. What am I doing in there? My mitts. But I'm actually just going to use my raw hands. I'm not even going to put gloves on. My hands are clean. And I'm just getting in there with my hands because I want to combine this eggplant and the quinoa, but I want to, as I'm doing that, I'm breaking up the eggplant. I still want it to be relatively whole. Like there's pieces of skin in here, that's fine. That's going to be great, incorporated into our burger. And here all I'm trying to do is combine the eggplant with the quinoa and mushy it up a little bit. So you can see it's pretty good. It's all like sticking together pretty awesome because that eggplant is acting like a glue. And then with my knuckles just to break it up a little bit more. Perfect. And that's exactly what we want. So it kind of looks, pardon my word, but it looks kind of mucusy, that eggplant. And that's what we want. Marty Ellett says, hey Meg, you rock. Marty, you rock, my friend. Thank you, darling. Kenneth is such a good assistant here. He's doing such a great job. He's director of photography / kitchen prep chef / PA, production assistant, as we would call it in the biz. I used to be a television director. Do you guys know that? For a decade. I worked in live television. I started as a production assistant, AKA, and that it was actually more like an assistant director where I timed the TV programming. No, I started as a VTR operator. So Much Music. It was like Canadian version of MTV. Back in the day, we actually used to play music videos. These days, there doesn't exist, but Much Music, aka MTV in Canada, not owned by the same company at that point in time. We used to have a VJs, live video disc jockeys that would just talk to the TV camera, and then they would say, let's watch that music video. Someone had to actually press play on that music video, because that was back when things were on cassette tapes. That was me. I was the one that DJ would say, press play, let's watch that video, and I would reach over to the big ass wall of VCRs, and I would hit play. And then when the video ended, I would rewind it, put it back in its box, put it back on the shelf, and load the next video. I had like 6 of these machines going, so I always had 6 music videos lined up, commercial breaks, all of that stuff. That's what I did, my first job out of college. And then I started working for a morning show as a production assistant director. And then by the time I was like 25, I started directing a 24-hour news channel. So I was like the boss. I was like, ready camera 1, take camera 1. Ready to cue talent, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, dissolve to camera 2. And like, that's what I did. I can't even fake it anymore. It's been so long. I left that career in 2012, officially. And here we are. George Bell just joined. George, Stony Creek. Nice to see you. I'm always telling my partner Levi to stop with the wink and the guns because he does it all the time. I'm like, that's so cheesy, and I've done it twice already today. Okay, back to the recipe. So this is just quinoa and eggplant. You know what I forgot is sea salt, but that's okay. We're not worrying about that today. Yes, we are. We're gonna go get some sea salt. Come on. I can't not put sea salt in this. It would be sacrilege, really. So we're just going to focus on me, not focusing on the guests, since there's privacy issues. Tenemos sal aquí.
Sal, sí.
Muy cerca? Okay, Josue is going to get me. Hey, Tatiana, Rebecca, say hello to the viewers. I forgot to bring salt over to the cook. These are some of our amazing group staff. A couple more of our handsome gentlemen here. This is Brian and Josue. Say hello to the people. They bring the salt and the sass and everything else. All right, here we go. So we got some nice pink Himalayan sea salt that will be perfect for this. All right. So right now we're between lunch rushes because it's Sunday afternoon and we have waves of people arriving all afternoon until about 3 o'clock, and that's when we close the lunch buffet. Right now it's pretty chill time. Sea salt. So I'm going to add some of this right now, and I'm just going to grind it in. Probably want about, 3/4 of a teaspoon. No, for this amount, like a half a teaspoon. But you gotta have the salt. You just got it. Okay, so we got our quinoa and our eggplant and our salt. So now we're gonna add in a few other amazing ingredients. This is almond butter. Delicious. I'm just gonna use this big spoon. No, I'm not. I lied, Kenneth. You're right. You're better than I. I'm gonna add about half of this because I've got only half the eggplant. And this is gonna be our binding, also flavor, also a bit of extra delicious, good fat and a little bit of protein. So that's gonna be in there. I'm gonna add in some garlic. So this is just some grated garlic. I'm not gonna add all of this in. I'm gonna add in about half. And it's raw, but it'll cook down in the baking process. And then I'm gonna add in some, weird, but you will be surprised, diced raisins. The sweetness with this is really, really good. Something I would like to add in this also, if you want to mix it up, is curry powder would be really good in this combination, but we're just keeping it pretty basic today. Then we're gonna add in some sliced almonds, and this is gonna give us some more good fat and protein, but also some nice nutty texture. I'll put all those in. A little bit of lemon juice, so this is squeezed lemon juice. This is just gonna brighten it all up because it's a bit earthy and heavy so far. And then fresh mint. So good. So eggplant and mint, pretty pomegranate. You know, that's a pretty common flavor in Persian foods, that combination. And we're just gonna add that in. And then we're just gonna give this a mix. I'm gonna use this spoon here. Just to get these incorporated. And then, you can see this is really runny. So what do we have to help bind this all together? We're not using flour. This is gonna be gluten-free and grain-free. Actually, it's grain-free because we're using quinoa, which isn't really a grain, it's a seed. But I just want to make sure that that almond butter is distributed. Yum, yum, yum. This would be a yummy, like, just a salad. Coconut flour is what I'm using here today. So this isn't something that you kind of have to eyeball because it all depends on your coconut flour brand. They're all a little bit different, how fine they are ground. And coconut flour really absorbs that liquid fast. So you just have to, you know, experiment a little bit. I would start with like a half a cup. And we really just want this coconut flour to start sopping up some of the excess liquid, thickening up the mix so that we can form it into patties eventually. So I'm just mashing up a couple of the bigger chunks of coconut. So this is looking pretty good, but not quite yet. So I'm gonna add a bit more. And this is also gonna help with the richness. This is a vegan burger. Coconut flour is quite rich, so it's gonna help give it a nice toothsome richness. Yum, yum, yum. So much wind. Let's see what else. I know, George is telling me he's from Stony Creek. I know George. George is a dear friend of ours here. We miss you, George. Alright, that's pretty good. So what I would want to do now is take this and put it in the refrigerator for like an hour at least. And that's just going to help set it up a bit because it's pretty sticky. And the refrigerator, being it cold, it would be easier to form into our patties, but I'm not going to take that time today. We don't have it, and I didn't bother taking any of the dough that I made yesterday. We're just going to form it as it is. It's 220. Right on target for time. I had some rubber gloves. Where did I put those? Did anyone see where I put those rubber gloves? Anyone? Anyone? I had some. Did any of you guys out there see where I put them? Anyone? Bueller? Okay, don't worry about it. I'm not going to use it, Matt. Don't worry about it. Just going to go right in there. Bare hands. Don't even need them anymore. So look at this. It's pretty good. Look at that. Without much effort, it's formed into a ball. It smells delicious. And then this is all we got to do. Form it into any size patty you want. I'm going to do traditional. You can make them into little sliders. And then pop them on to a piece of parchment. Like that. You don't even need to oil them or anything. They got lots of good fat in there already. That's all we need to do. Just like that. And then, so your oven was already at 425 to roast the eggplant. And then you just have to let the eggplant cool enough so that you can handle it. If you have your oven still on, awesome. Leave it at 425. Throw these in there. Let them go for 5 to 10 minutes only. What is happening? Why is this ripping? It's ripping like long things. Let it go for 5 or 10 minutes at 425. Everything in here is cooked through already, so it doesn't take much longer than that. You just want to have it brown a little bit, and then just flip it. And then, what do we end up with? Dun, 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 dun. With the magic of television, we've already got some ready. So, what do we want to do with this? See, look, you can see the hunks of raisins. These are the ones I made last night. So they've got red quinoa in there, so that's pretty. You can do the red quinoa, the nice, looks a little bit nicer. So what do we want to do with these for serving? Well, last night I served them on a big old bun, gluten-filled bun with mashed avocado, fresh tomatoes, some goat's cheese, mixed lettuces, mustard, ketchup, you name it, pickles that will go on there. But today we're going to do this little plate. So to start, I'm going to add a bit of this quinoa to the bottom of the plate. This is a little bed. Yeah. I'm going to add a little bit of arugula as a base. We're going to add our patty. Like so. What do you think? Then we need some good stuff. So we're going to add in some of my miracle sauce. Yum, yum, yum. So this is a cashew garbanzo based green sauce. Then what? Then we're going to add a little slice of tomato. Yum, yum, yum. Maybe add a couple of those, right? What do you think, Kenneth?
Very good.
And we're going to add a little bit more arugula. Then we've got some sauteed mushrooms. What do you think? Then a little bit of red onion. These are pickled red onions that we put alongside here. Yum, yum, yum. And then coconut bacon. Mmm. What do you think? Boom. And we don't want to have anything on the rim. Tidy that up. Boom. What do you think, Kenneth?
Delicious.
Delicious. And that, my friends, is it. That's all she wrote. Now, these burgers are really great because you can bake a whole bunch. I think the recipe that I, like if you were to do what I did, you can probably make 4 of them. But if you double it, do a whole eggplant, a couple of cups of quinoa, any seasonings you want, any nut butter of choice, tahini would be a great substitute. Make some 8 patties, and you can bake them all off and then freeze them individually, and you'll have patties ready to be simply repeat. So good. Just if you're gonna do that, I would say undercook them a little bit, so then when you reheat them, you don't dry them out too much. That is it. Super easy. Another alternative to a burger. I know burgers are delicious. I ate a lot when I was pregnant. Beef ones. Sometimes with bacon. But for the most part, I like to eat plants. And this is a really great way to enjoy more plants and eggplants, because a lot of people think they don't like eggplants. So try this. I highly recommend it. Nancy Alexander says, I do regret that you were on vacation when I was at Rythmia. I must return. Nancy, you must return. Nancy, I would like to meet you. Please return. Was I on vacation or was I on baby mat leave? Very different things. But all beautiful. Johnny Gregg says I'll be over in May and want one of those, Meg. Well, we'll see. We'll see if we can work this into the menu. All right, my friends. Thank you so much for joining us. Let me see. What am I doing next week here on the station? Facebook Live. Chicken and waffles next week. So it might be chicken, it might be fake chicken. And the waffles, I'll tell you this much, are gluten-free, and they're not your traditional gluten-free waffles. They might be made out of a tuber. This is what I know. I almost did the week in a gun again. Oh, for the love of God. Tiffany Lynn! Sorry, we're done. You'll have to rewatch this or don't. Wishing you guys all a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful weekend and a beautiful week ahead. Happy February. Happy month of love. This is Kenneth's lunch. We're signing off until next week.
Bye, Meg.
Ciao!